How strange it is that life and death are so often inexplicably linked in one bizarre, endless cycle. The operation was planned for the night of Christmas Eve, 1891, and while others rejoiced in the birth of our Lord, one anxious mother attempted to find peace, awaiting the termination of her own unborn child.
Try to relax, my dear. I understand that this is difficult for you, but remember, it's all for the best.
All for the best.
Look at her lying there. What must be going through her mind right now? A little fear, a little panic, yes, and yet she's willing and resigned somehow. But that's the female of the species for you, an enigma most alluringly oblique. How they aggravate and fascinate and captivate the senses, as they prove to be aloof and keep elusive that most feminine mystique. What a wonder is a woman, how her pretty wit can titillate and burn, perspicacious, tenacious, and wildly voracious, how thrilling is her willingness to learn. What a shame then she fails at each notion, a slave to emotion in spite of her brilliance and brains. Her domestic position ensures her submission. Be thankful for that, or she'd have all of mankind in chains. Even so, how devoted is a woman, most delightfully excitable and bright, every gentle intention beyond reprehension, a doll full of docile delight. And so they don't come out surly, we break them in early, then woo them with words soft and sweet. Treat a girl like a royal, she'll learn to be loyal and fawn as she falls at your feet. That's something my wife will attest, and my mistress knows best, despite how they pester and vex. Delicately pliable, decidedly reliable, therein lies the error that earmarks the fairer sex.
Henry?
It will all be over soon. But oh, for the beauty of a woman. No matter what her character, we stare at her physique. What a feat of divine engineering she is, from her subtlest curves to each rosy-tipped peak. For the want of the grace in their faces and places we lust for, full wars have been mounted and waged. In her smile lurks the mystery that fuels all of history, leaving even the sanest and wisest of wise men engaged. Close your eyes now, my darling. You won't feel a thing, I promise. That's it. Close your eyes. still. What a riddle is a woman, both the synthesis and antithesis of man. Is she even aware of the power she possesses, this trembling odalisk on her divan? It's amazing how trusting they are, just like lambs to the slaughter. And as with the mother, so on to the daughter. The miniature image of her progenitor she surely suspects. Ah, what fascinating creatures. Utterly regrettable, yet wholly unforgettable. A pair of the fairer, albeit now one rarer sex.
East of our quiet little village on a marsh at the edge of the lake, we can see that something big is growing day and night. They're going with the pressing deadline to make construction. All too soon they'll be flocking to the city with people coming from everywhere. If we can find them some room, watch our economy boom from the Chicago World's Fair.
And with so many at play and all too willing to pay, I bet that I could help out there.
Benjamin.
Yes, Henry?
I've had the most brilliant idea. A veritable gold mine of an idea. I'm going to need your services around here once again.
Thank God. Oh, Henry, I can't tell you how long it's been since I've been...
But I also want to be very clear about something first. I want you to be completely honest with me on this subject.
Anything.
Have you sobered up at last, Ben? More importantly, can you stay that way?
Of course I have. I know. You know I have. I can't begin to thank you for my time at the clinic. You don't know how much it meant to me to carry to...
Yes, and no time for that. I've got big plans in the works, Ben, and that means I'm going to need even more help about the shops.
More help? This must be some scheme you've got in the works, Henry.
You have no idea how big. I'm in need of a new girl to manage the office.
Henry! I know just the girl. I met her at the clinic. She's young, she's bright, a pretty young blonde thing. I'm certain you'd love her.
I'm certain I would too. Come, tell me more about this girl of yours.
Miss Emmeline Segrand, a 24-year-old stenographer who, for the past year, had been working in the small town of Dwight, Illinois, a bump in the road, noted only for its renowned center for recovering alcoholics. To the vibrant young miss, the prospect of moving to the big city, coupled by the generous offer of nearly twice her salary, was simply too much for her to turn down. Emmeline already knew of Holmes from Peitzel's ravings during his time in Dwight. But the impressionable Miss Segrand quickly found herself all too smitten with the well-mannered and successful young doctor.
You are the most distinguished man that I've met. Henry, that look in your eyes sends shivers and chills down my spine.
You're just the sort of a girl I was hoping to get, Emmy. And now you're here, I'm proud to say you're mine. For your future is clear, as long as you're here with...
Oh, Henry, to think that you, the son of an English lord and self-made entrepreneur, would ever fall for a simple Indiana girl like me. I I never dreamed I'd be consorting with royalty.
No, please, Emmeline, I may be successful, but at heart I'm really just a common man. Wherever did you hear such things, anyway? Has Benjamin been running his mouth again? I told him not to...
Oh, please don't hold it against him, Henry.
But I did so implore him not to say anything. I hate being boasted about. You can keep my secret, can't you, darling? Please promise me that you will. No one else must know.
Of course, Henry. You know I will. I'll hold your secret close till death itself, if I must.
Oh, my dearest Emmeline, I'll hold you to that promise.
Where's Holmes?
Oh, you frightened me.
I said where's Holmes, damn it!
Dr. Holmes is out at the moment, I'm afraid.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be?
I'd be more than happy to take a message for him if you'd like. May I ask who you are?
Connor. My name's Connor. Ned Connor. I used to manage the jewelry counter here.
Oh, you must forgive me, Mr. Connor. I'm still rather new around here.
They're always new around here.
I beg your pardon?
You aren't the first, and it sure as hell won't be the last.
Mr. Connor, I don't appreciate your tone.
My tone is exactly what it's meant to be. When will he be back?
I wouldn't know, but I'd appreciate it if you let now, Mr. Connor, before I feel compelled to summon the constable.
Oh, please, by all means. It's about time the police investigated your precious Dr. Holmes.
I'll have you made aware that Dr. Holmes happens to be a well-respected member of this community, including amongst the police force. Why, just a few nights past, he was invited to dine with the commissioner.
That devil. That conniving devil.
I do believe you've outstayed your welcome, Mr. Connor. I must ask you to leave now. I will hear no more of these accusations.
You're sweet on him, aren't you? That's how he operates, you know. I saw it firsthand. I had to live with it. How far has he dared to go with you? What has he promised you? What pretty lies has he...
I promised to be married, Mr. Connor. And I will not allow you to scandalize me or Dr. Holmes with your innuendo.
Innuendo? I speak fact.
You speak lies, Mr. Connor.
Hear me now, young lady, and be warned. You were better to have as little to do with that man as possible. Get away from him. Get away from here as soon as you can. And whatever you do, don't attach your name to anything he gives you. You'll be signing your very life away. You already have, haven't you? Well, you've already forfeited your happiness. Don't let him steal your identity away as well, too.
Mr. Connor, why do you say all these things about me? About him?
Dr. Holmes also offered his affections to my wife, Julia. She left me for the man, signed her name over to his precious deeds and bill of sale. No one's heard from her or our little girl since then.
I am very sorry, but there must be a logical explanation.
There always is, isn't there? Tell me, have you ever stopped to notice how some of the tenants just vanish without a word? How some of them will up and leave their personal belongings behind for some unknown reason? Go wander upstairs on your own time. I dare you. Go explore this bizarre castle of his. Then you will see what his true intentions are. As twisted as this place is. To think he's adding on a hotel now, too. Oh yes, I've heard about all of that. Word spreads. Perhaps I can't share any of this. Maybe not now anyway. But allow me to offer you a fair warning, young lady. There is a darkness about this place, an unforgiving, all-consuming darkness. And I would advise you to open your eyes to that fact before it consumes you as well. Just like it consumed my own family. If you see the doctor, tell him he still owes me money.
Why did he say those things? Why would he say those things to me? Surely these were words spoken in the heat of anger. Bitter words spoken in the heat of anger. I won't believe it. I can't. But why would he try to warn a stranger? What need have he to try and warn a stranger? What need have I to listen to this stranger? Unless he sees a danger which I somehow cannot see. How did I get here? Where was I going? Am I allowing for doubt to creep in on me? How can I defy it if I can't deny it? I must shut out this feeling of fear. Keep your head down and don't let him hear. Think. It's all in your head, Emmy. You can still shake this off. If you need to, just walk out that door and go. Should I leave him? How could I leave him? And if I did, would I ever be free? This can't happen, won't happen to me. My eyes are wide open, but I'm lost in the darkness, grasping at sanity, searching for light. My senses deceive me. Where can I run to? Who can I turn to when suddenly I feel like a stranger myself, like an intruder inside my own home? Why does it feel like the walls have grown ears and eyes? Why do I feel like I'm not on my own? Was the fellow right? Have I truly been blind to this? Who designed all this? I should run, but I can't walk away. Quick, while you can in the line. Get out while you can in the line. But don't leave him until you are certain. My eyes are wide open, lost in the darkness, grasping at sanity, searching for light. My senses deceive me, but where can I run to with no one to turn to, alone in the night?
Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show you when you are there.
The only way into this parlor is up a winding stair,
and I have many
there's no way
pretty
in,
things to
there's
show
no way
you
out. Why
when you
is
are
it
there.
I thought you said this was a promotion, Benjamin.
It is, Carrie. How many times do I have to tell you that?
As many times as it takes me to believe it. It seems that every time Dr. Holmes gives you another promotion, you spend more and more of your time here and less of it at home.
Not this again, not now.
Then what am I supposed to tell Alice, Ben? How to explain your absence to poor sweet Nellie? Or how about little Howard?
Maybe you should tell them to be grateful for the food on our plates and the roof over our heads, and to be thankful that someone cares enough about their father to help ensure his children a better future. I'm sorry, Carrie. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're right, of course. I'm being ungrateful.
Carrie? Soon. I promise. The new floor's almost done, then the hotel can open, and the fair's coming to town. I'll find a way to make it up to you soon enough. To all of you.
I worry about you, Benjamin. All the time. I can't shake the feeling that one day something is going to happen to you, to me, to the children. Tell me I'm wrong. Swear to me nothing is going to happen to you, or them, or us.
I swear it.
What makes a man determined to stand when he knows in his soul he should run? Is his conscience too weighty, or onus so great he can no longer fight what he's done? You may try all you like to rewrite it, but this history is written in stone.
And our future portends far more sinister ends than the bloodshed and shadows we've shown. Say goodbye to what light we have known. Light of the sky makes inside the senseless beware. As it is our light in the skies, the past is the past. We cannot change